Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 4, 5, 6. I was just checking to see if it works. So you can hear me? Okay, no heckling. No heckling tonight, sir. Welcome everybody to the ballroom where we are having the Dinner for Life benefiting the Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home. I am your hostess, Liz Delaney. And I am so grateful to be here. Thank you. There's my biggest fans right there. You know, I have to, on a personal note, just say, God is good. And back in January, I was fired. And I thought, well, the Catholics won't have anything to do with me now. I'm unemployed. But God saw to it that I got back employed. And I just got a job, and it's a brand new job with a great company. And right after that, I got a phone call from Heather and Jill and Mandy, and they said, oh, we found you. Can you come do Crisis or Lifehouse Dinner for Life? I said, absolutely. So I'm back with you Catholics. And I am ready to party. This has been such a weird, year, and everything's just a little bit different. And of course, we've had to bend the rules a little. If you're wondering why there are no water or teas on your table, it's because it's a self-serve today. You'll go over there, and she's got some tea and water right there on the table, and you can pick it up. When you pick it up, we're going to ask that you go in with your elbows and then slowly walk it to your table. So if anybody's got problems with the elbows, take a partner, okay? Take somebody with you. It's just it's a health code thing, and we all understand. We adjust, we adapt, we do what we have to do. So that's why you don't have any drinks on your tables. Feel free to get up and get those soft drinks or a cocktail from any one of the bars. Before we begin, I want to welcome my good friend, Bishop Edward Rice. He is Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Springfield and Cape Girardeau, and he will bring us our opening prayer. Bishop Rice.
Thank you. Always good to be with you. We're glad that you're back with us. Thank you. You always bring a sense of, we won't go into that. Okay. Before I offer the prayer, if you were here last year, you heard me speak. And what I said last year, I said the year before. And I'm going to say it tonight. And it's very serious. There are about 67,000 Catholics in our diocese. And there should be 67,000 supporters of Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri. For us, Catholic Charities is one of the ways in which we can help so many people throughout Southern Missouri, especially in regards to women who are facing a crisis pregnancy and they feel like they have nowhere to turn. And again, I'm going to say the same words because I got it off my computer. I saved it from last year. When people say that the church is only concerned about the baby in the womb and they're not concerned about the baby afterward, I tell them to visit the Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home. When people criticize our pro-life stance and say we do nothing to alleviate poverty, I tell them to visit Lifehouse. When people say it's more than being pro-life, we need to help these people with housing and unemployment and training, and I tell them exactly, visit Lifehouse, because Lifehouse does all of that. When people say the church doesn't do enough, I agree, we don't. We always need to do more. But I tell them, visit Lifehouse, because we can be proud of what is accomplished there. As I've often said with our diocese, we're very small, but we accomplish a lot with a little. Lifehouse gives credibility to the pro-life stance. And without it, we should be ashamed. And we could be accused of not doing enough. And all of you are here this evening because you believe in the sanctity of human life. And you're here today because you realize that the issue of the sanctity of human life is also caught up with unemployment and poverty and job skills and life training and parenting skills, and that's all the things that Lifehouse offers. And to all of those issues, the answer is found in what they offer there. All the services to those who are in need. As the bishop of the diocese, I'm proud of all the work that is accomplished throughout our diocese, certainly. But certainly I am proud of the work of Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri at Lifehouse, because the work that they accomplish gives credibility to our faith. I am also so proud to see so many of you here this evening. It's a COVID gathering, you know. I was at a funeral this morning in St. Louis. They said, how was it? I said, it was a COVID funeral. We all understand what those things mean. This is a COVID banquet. We all understand what that means these days. But it's a fundraiser, and I ask you to be generous, because the money raised will help those who come to us who are in need. And may we never turn anyone away. And so let us pray. Heavenly Father, we ask you to touch the hearts of those who are considering abortion, who feel they have no other option. Send an angel of mercy to them, to let them know that they are loved. Touch the hearts of those who feel they have no other options, those who feel abandoned or alone. In your divine providence, lead them to Lifehouse, where they will find a place of hope and life. Bless all those who work there. Bless the work of their hands. Give them strength and courage to respond and to proclaim the gospel of life. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much. Here you go.
Thank you. I don't know where he's been. Yeah, and by the way, you wore the same thing last year. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. All righty then. Oh, by the way, it's nun night here, so mind your P's and Q's. I saw all of them bring a ruler in. So, but we welcome you ladies, and so happy to see you here. Thank you so much. Never met a nun I didn't like. All right, we are here to support mothers and their unborn babies, of course. But we're going to do something a little bit more fun tonight. If you remember the MDA Jerry Lewis telethon, just picture me as Jerry Lewis. No, don't, because he would look awful in this blouse. Anyway, I'm going to be your Jerry Lewis tonight. And behind me, we have this beautiful star, what do you call it, a starry night screen? Is that what I should call it? Okay, it's Reach for the Stars night. And this is how we're going to reach for the stars. As we raise money and as we bring in pledges, this baby's going to light up, and we want it to go all the way to the top. So we are ready to receive donations at any time from not only our guests here, but our guests at home. And shout out to those at home, right? And let me just say, if any of you are at home and you're in your underwear, shame on you. All right. Rhea Keller is here. Where's Rhea? Well, that doesn't surprise me. But she's going to be the one that's in charge of all the online pledges. And don't forget, we've got 3 raffle prizes here tonight for grabs. A $5,000 cash raffle, Millsap Farms and Harder House meat raffle. I'm a carnivore. And, oh, see? And she's so loud, too. I mean, you can, hey, Rhea. She's going to be the one in charge of all of our online bids and donations, I should say. So we also have a beautiful original watercolor painting, and it is entitled "Follow Me," and it's Jesus and he's smiling. You know how a lot of times you see the Jesus pictures and they're like, and I always picture Jesus as this guy that smiles all the time. Well, this watercolor has Jesus smiling, and it is beautiful, so we'll have that to bid on as well. And I want to introduce right now Mara Taylor. And Mara is the Executive Director of Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri, and she will have a brief welcome for you. Mara.
Thanks, Celeste. It's hard to follow.
Good.
But My role tonight is really to say good evening and welcome you all to the 8th annual Dinner for Life celebration. I want to thank Bishop Rice for leading us in prayer and for your strong and passionate support for our Lifehouse program. I also want to thank all of you for attending tonight in person and all those that are virtually at house parties and in their homes. This is the time when we can all come together to celebrate the success and the impact of our Lifehouse program in the lives of homeless, pregnant women and their young children as they seek to have a brighter future for their families. Your support has made change possible, and I wanted to share with you tonight that your support here has inspired another community in our diocese who wants to have a Lifehouse in their community, and that's Cape Girardeau, and they want to be able to serve all the homeless pregnant women on the east side of the state and into the Boot Hill. I wanted to share with you tonight that they are in the process of planning and developing this project. But the transformations that have occurred in our Lifehouse residents here in Springfield has moved their hearts, their minds, has moved the hearts and minds of our brothers and sisters in Cape Girardeau to seek a Lifehouse of their own. Now I want to talk a little bit about has been going on under COVID. Because Lifehouse is a 24/7 staffed, secure facility, we've been still working. Our staff have been still working. Now they're working with PPE, they're using hand sanitizer, and they're social spacing. Our Lifehouse programs and our Catholic charity programs are considered essential services. Our coworkers, our teammates, continued to provide services even during the shelter-in-place orders. Some of our Lifehouse coworkers sheltered in place with our women in Lifehouse in order to reduce the risk of exposure to the virus. Coworkers were on site 24/7 to keep the facility open and our residents and babies safe during this difficult time. Our residents also understood the risks, our Lifehouse residents. They cared and they understood the risks and they cooperated with all our staff to reduce the anxiety and create a secure environment for their babies. Our other 6 Catholic charity offices throughout southern Missouri were also opened with reduced staff, but still working with the homeless or those at risk of homelessness, our homeless veterans and families. Much of the work we do at Catholic Charities and at Lifehouse, we can't be done remotely and sitting in our offices at home. It requires us to be present with our clients, to assist them in getting sheltered, to help them remain permanently housed, and to open the door and welcome a pregnant mom into Lifehouse. Now, we use PPE and we follow safety protocols, but we continue to provide services to struggling moms, veterans, and families who need us. Our staff are essential workers. They are our heroes. They are dedicated and have a passion for our mission and continue to serve those in need. Even though we are in a pandemic, as we continue to serve, blessings happen. Since March and COVID, we have had 10 healthy babies born to Lifehouse residents. This new life gives us hope for today and our future. This can't happen without all of you and the support of our donors and sponsors. So I want to start with thanking O'Reilly Auto Parts and the O'Reilly family, Charlie and Mary Beth, Larry and Anya, David and Stacy and Rosalie for their ongoing support for Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri and Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home. O'Reilly Auto Parts is our presenting sponsor tonight, and their support is helping us reach for the stars. We are also blessed to have so many wonderful businesses and individuals who are also sponsoring our event tonight. Please view the screens throughout the evening, and I ask you to thank them for their support for Dinner for Life and for our Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home. Thank you, sponsors. Lifehouse is truly an ecumenical ministry. I want to thank and acknowledge our pastors, our faith leaders, and our church partners of all denominations who support Lifehouse and have joined us in ministering to the needs of homeless pregnant women and their young children. Thank you. Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri and Lifehouse could not accomplish the work we do without the help of our committed volunteers. Many have had to take a break during this pandemic, and they are sorely missed. We value their commitment to the mission, the joy they bring to our science, and their willingness to take on jobs, big and small. Will all our volunteers and board members who are present please stand? I want to recognize these special people who dedicate their time, talent, and treasure to help the vulnerable. Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri, we also, if you see us on the web, we go by CC SOMO, but we're Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri and Lifehouse are truly blessed to have dedicated donors, supporters, volunteers, and co-workers who champion our mission of reaching out, providing hope, and changing lives. We could not do this without you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mara. And, you know, they talk about during the COVID pandemic, they've talked about essential workers. And really, to be honest, at this point, we're all essential. And I know Mara pointed out the fact that volunteers and staff members worked through, some stayed in the home with all of the young ladies. And you can imagine the stress of being pregnant, and then add to that the stress of this horrible pandemic. And you can imagine this has been quite an experience for these young ladies. And I applaud each and every one of them for stepping up and saying, in spite of everything, I want a better life for my child. And that's really what it's all about. Tonight, we're going to ask all of you essential workers to think about how you can support financially the Lifehouse. But let me tell you something. We're starting these babies off from day one, from the moment they enter this world. They're being loved, they're being guided, and they feel secure and healthy and happy. And there's nothing more that you can do for this population than doing that right now. They're in a crisis moment, and whatever the reason is that they found Lifehouse, God led them there, and God also brought all of you here tonight together to try to help Lifehouse and do what you can to support it. Mara took all my notes back with her to the table. So I've just been winging it here for a minute, thinking that she would, oh, here she is. Thank you, darling. It's all right. I should have this memorized. I've done this for like 5 years or something. All right, let's see, where are we? Oh, okay, while you're eating, let me just explain to you the dessert dash, and if you've been here over the years, you already know what it's like, or how it works. But one thing I might warn you is that Bishop Rice is ruthless, and he will get the cake he wants. But what you need to do while you're enjoying your dinner is talk amongst yourselves and decide how much you want to bid. The table that bids the most will have their choice, the first choice of all of the beautiful cakes and desserts that have been provided. On your table, you'll find the rules, but I'll tell you anyway. We have 12 specialty desserts that are donated from local bakeries and restaurants, and you, of course, saw them on the dessert tables here in the ballroom. You will have the opportunity to take one of these home, but only if you bid for it. So it's very basic. It's all about bidding to win a dessert. You decide how much is going to be bid from your table. You fill out your card. And throughout the evening, we'll have volunteers coming around and picking up your cards. And then, of course, the table that bids the most will get to go first. Everyone at your table can participate, and it doesn't matter how much you bid. We just want your money. So, I mean, let's be honest, right? Okay. But the dessert dash is a lot of fun. And then you also want to pick a runner. Someone, you know, that doesn't maybe have arthritis or a boot on their foot from spraining their ankle, someone that's not wearing, you know, stilettos. You don't want those people running for you, okay? We don't want to have any accidents. And then after the dessert dash, we'll tally everything, and I'll bring the winners. All the cakes will be brought to the winners. Okay. Continue to enjoy your meal. Our Dinner for Life cameras will come to your table, so you have to say hello to me. And if you notice a young lady following me, do not be alarmed. She's not a stalker. She's the one that's going to be communicating with our at-home parties. So enjoy your video. I'm going to start by walking over there and talking to the Knights of Columbus table. And Craig Henley, where are you? There you are. Things are working out. All right. Okay, mange. Means eat for you non-Italian speaking folk. Craig, welcome to you, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, guys. I hope everybody's having a great evening. I am Craig Henley, as Liz said. Thank you, by the way. I am here representing the Knights of Columbus, the Immaculate Conception Council, and I wanted to take just a moment to let you guys know that the Knights of Columbus is going to be sponsoring our annual golf tournament just over a week from today on Monday, September 21st at Fremont Hills. So I wanted to invite any of those of you that want to play golf or would like to play golf to participate. Ladies, this is the perfect opportunity to kick your husband out of the house to go play golf, and men, not to leave you out. This is a perfect opportunity to kick your wives out of the house as well. This is a unisex event, so men and women can play. All of the proceeds from this tournament go to benefit Lifehouse. Last year was one of our most successful events. Kickoff is at our tea time. It's a 4-person scramble. Is at noon. So I'm still in Chiefs mode from last night. How about that victory from the Chiefs last night? Yes. Wow. So this is a great opportunity to get out and support a great cause like Lifehouse and to help our council at the same time. So I have some flyers here at our table. But, of course, if you wanted to go to the CC SOMO website, our event is listed on there. You can online register. There's some sponsorship opportunities. But it's a great opportunity to get out and hang with some of your friends, male and female alike, support a great cause, and have some fun in a COVID-free golf environment. We can have some fun on the course. So please, if you have a chance, come see me. I have some flyers, but we'd love to see you there participate and give some additional support to Lifehouse. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank the Knights of Columbus for all of their work, not just with the Catholic Charities, but all around. You guys are good people. I'm getting word that there's a crazy house party going on. Is that correct? There is. Let's go to that house party. I believe it's Julie and Ed Brown's party house. Are they there? Are we connecting with them? Okay. Hi, everybody at Julie and Ed's. Say hello. Yeah, they got to unmute us. There we go. Let me ask you, Browns. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Is everybody got pants on? They just got it. So we are a little delayed, but are you guys having a little fun over there, and are you getting fed? I love this. Okay, now everybody freeze. We'll play a joke on them. They didn't get it. I'm so glad to have you, and we hope that we can include you. I hope you all feel included. I see you've got plenty of libation there, so just pick a designated driver. That's all I ask. They think I'm funny 5 seconds late. I love that. Listen, Julie and Ed Brown, God bless you and thank you for participating.
About 15 seconds left. 15 to 20.
Let's wait till they... Brown, God bless you and thank you for participating. Amen. And there's me again. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? Let's do COVID every year. What do you say? Are you enjoying your meal?
Oh, it's terrific.
Well, we thank you for being here live and in person. I know it's scary for a lot of people, but this is such a wonderful event, and I'm so glad to be part of it. And it's good to have you all. I know, again, some of you are a little bit, scared. Are you scared of me, though?
Absolutely.
Scared of me. That feels good. What about this table? Have you eaten yet?
We've had our salads. We're waiting for the main course.
Bring on the main course. These people are starving. They're starving. All right, but was the salad good?
The salad was great.
Good. We don't really ever have any problems here. The food's always really good. Were you able to pick up your iced tea with your elbows?
No.
Broke the rules. Right here. She broke the rules.
Rule breaker.
Rule breaker. I think we have an entire ballroom full of rule breakers here tonight. Rarely, not many of you are masked up. I see that table is practicing safe, what do you call it? Yeah. It's like a condom for your face, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so we thank you. Where are you from? Who are you and where are you from?
I'm G.E. Holland, and we live in...
Fair Grove. You have a lot of Catholics there in Fair Grove?
Not that many.
Well, you should reach out to people.
We should.
We thank you for being here tonight, coming all the way from Fair Grove. Appreciate it. We got that main course coming? There we go. All right, I want to talk to this group of ladies because I have a feeling they came from afar, not a fire, but afar. And so I want to introduce some of these beautiful women here. Hi, do you mind talking to me?
Not at all.
What's your name and where are you from?
Sister Dina Marie, Marianville.
From Marionville. Welcome. Is this your first time at Dinner for Life?
Yes.
It's a lot less scary, usually. And I'm a lot less scary, usually, too. Who are you and where are you from?
Sister Mary Grace from Marianville.
Also from Marionville. Very good. Representing. Thank you, ladies, and welcome. Who are you and where are you from?
Marianville.
So an international table here is what they're telling me. Nigeria, you said Philippines. Canada. So you guys speak English up there, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I was just checking. All right. Tell us who you are, sister, and where are you from?
I'm Sister from America.
Well, that's exciting. Sister from America. Thanks for being here, though, ladies. And who are you, my dear?
Mother Mary Fidelis, and I'm from the cowboy country, Arizona.
Right on. That's a COVID hotspot, right?
That's right. That's why I'm here.
Yeah. I'd stay here. I'd stay here if I were you. All right, we've got a couple more ladies. Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Beverly. I'm from Minnesota.
Stop it.
She's been a volunteer in Thailand, and she's joined us now.
All right, very good. I didn't think you were born in Minnesota, okay? You're not fooling anybody. No, okay. I just want to make sure you knew. You're not going to pass as an American. I'm just kidding you. That's right. We all are, aren't we? All right, and who are you and where are you from?
I'm Meredith, and I'm from Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas, the heartland. Well, ladies, I am so excited that you're all here tonight, and thank you for coming. Say again?
We're daughters of our Mother of Peace.
Very good. Daughters of our Mother of Peace. Let's give them a big round of applause. And keep up the good work. I know that you make a lot of difference in the communities that you serve.
Thank you. We do, especially door-to-door evangelism. The COVID, we've been put on hold, so we're looking for other ways that we can serve the community.
Yeah. You're going to have to maybe do a drive-by.
Yeah, right.
Is there drive-through confession yet?
Not to us.
Okay, so you got to go right to the main guy, though, right?
Yeah, right.
And now, do you work under Bishop Rice?
Oh, of course.
Is he an okay boss? You don't have to answer that, sister. Or, I'm sorry, mother. I apologize.
I have to talk to the sisters about that. No, it's wonderful. We just celebrated the Queenship of Mary, and we received this great big bouquet of roses, which we were so grateful for. It was such a lovely, so you see, he's very considerate.
Well, I know that you're well loved, not just here, but all around the world. And again, keep up the good work, ladies. I'm so glad to see you here. Have they brought you your main course yet?
No way.
We got sisters starving over here. Sisters, they're going to fall out on their chairs if you don't hurry. We don't want to make the sisters wait. God bless you. Thank you again, everybody, for coming. Did you guys get your own table on purpose?
We did. We're practicing social distancing to a max. So.
Are you still living in the same house?
Yes.
And you are married?
Yes.
Well, that's good. Well, who are you and where are you from?
I'm John Lunardini. I work for Catholic Charities, Southern Missouri, and this is my lovely wife, Joy.
Hi, Joy. You look beautiful tonight. Thank you for coming. What do you do for Catholic Charities? Oh, thank you. What do you do for Catholic Charities?
I'm the Senior VP of Operations.
Hey, Senior VP of Operations over here, people. Got the big guy. Please get him his main course. This whole thing is just going to blow apart, right? I mean, and I know. And listen, let me tell you something. I really appreciate everybody adapting and, kind of going with the flow, getting over these hitches and bumps and so forth. It's not easy, but I appreciate you, and thank you for both for being here tonight. Please don't come near their table, though. They have a bubble around them. They don't want any. I'm just kidding. All right, what's going on over here, Bishop Rice?
I'm just meeting some of my flock.
It looks like you guys are joking around, clowning around over here.
Well, that's okay. That's allowed.
Clowning around. Is that? I was just wondering. I was talking with the mother and some of the sisters over there, and I was wondering, do we have a drive-through confession yet?
No, that has to be face to face.
Well, I mean, can't you do that like they do at like the Wendy's? You go, can I take your son, please?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You'd have to ask Father Shoby. He's our vicar general.
Everybody's passing the buck. Now it's all on Father Shoby.
Well, actually, we have had some experiences like that. Actually, I forgot about this over at St. Mary's Cathedral. We had the priest in the entrance to the doors, and so people didn't have to come in, and they would just go to confession privately through the door. Yeah.
You're getting close to drive-by.
Yeah, drive-by. It'll be there. Yeah.
You know what else I think would be kind of cool is if you did the old drive-in movie style where everybody just pulled up in their car and rolled down their windows and you could scream mass at them.
Yeah, this is evidence that she's not Catholic.
Not yet.
We'll work on it.
Thank you, Bishop Rice, for all you do, and thanks for being here tonight. No more clowning around over here. All right, listen, I'm going to sit down and take a bite or two of my meal. I will also tell you that last Friday I had no voice at all. So thank God I got some voice back, but that's why I'm a little raspy if you've noticed here tonight. Yes, can I help you, ma'am?
Well, I just wanted to see where we were at with our fundraising.
Let's go find out. Let's find out. I don't know why Rhea hasn't yelled at me yet to go find out, but we do need to get this baby started. So let's see how many stars up we can get with the Dinner for Life. Shoot for the stars. Is it shoot for the stars? Did I say that right? Okay, good. Here we go. 1 star's up. $40,000, people. That's excellent. So far, so good. I think we're going to do it this year in spite of COVID-19. We dare COVID-19 to stop us from this, right? That's right. Good start. $40,000. Keep it coming. Don't forget, you need to talk to all the people at your table and make sure that you've put your bids in for the dessert dash. And again, pick a runner. Pick somebody that's going to be able to get to the dessert fast. Am I forgetting anything, Heather? Where's Heather? Oh, there you are. Oh, we've got some video clips. Okay, I didn't hear a word you said, but I know we've got some video clips.
Healthcare leaders in the community have shared with us that the average NICU stay, neonatal intensive care unit stay, for an infant is roughly a month, and it costs $100,000. Catholic Charities of Southern Missouri in our Lifehouse program have had 92 healthy babies born, none with illegal drugs or alcohol, and we have saved our community $9.2 million.
We love two parents being involved. With Lifehouse, that isn't always the case, but when a dad wants to be involved and he's a person that it's okay to be around mom and the baby, then we welcome them with open arms to help build that family unit. And we have done so, even to the extent of helping them find services to kind of get their feet back on the ground. So fatherhood is important at Lifehouse too.
Hi, it's me again. Please go on eating. I don't want to interrupt your eating, but I do want to make a couple of announcements. Before we go to the dessert dash, I want to thank our Changing Lives sponsors. They are Frank and Rita McClernand, Karlovich and Associates, and Sacred Rose Healthcare, Dr. Carlos and Elizabeth Tomarelli? No, I knew I was going to have problems with this. Tomaluri. Huh? Is that close? So embarrassed. I don't even know how I got a job in radio, frankly. I do want to make one other comment, and this one is a personal comment. Last year, when I hosted Dinner for Life, I had just driven down from Lake of the Ozarks and my father's deathbed. He had been on hospice and was at the end of his life. And I said that Friday night, I said, Dad, I got to go back to Springfield because I'm hosting the Catholic Charities dinner. I'm so sorry, I got to leave. He said, you go on and go because I don't want to have to answer for that. And God was gracious enough to give us 2 more months with that man. And so he has passed on. So many of you that don't even know me reached out. You either found me on the station website or you emailed me or you put a Facebook note. Most of you that I don't even know personally and shared that you were thinking about me and sending your prayers. And I just want to tell you how much that meant for me. It really warmed my soul to know that I had a pack of Catholics at the ready anytime. But I just wanted to thank you all. For those of you who reached out, thank you. All right, on to some bigger and better stuff. Let's find out where our Reach for the Stars board is at now. Dun, 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 dun. 87. All right. Now listen, we're going to start the dessert dash here in a minute. So I want to make sure that everybody's got their cards filled out. And we're going to have some wand girls. That's wand girls. They'll be walking around with wands, and they will give them to those tables for the dessert dash. I believe they're all numbered as well. So we'll find out who those winners are and get on with that dessert dash. And they're going to bring me the winning tables in just a minute. So keep eating. If you haven't had a chance, the cakes, the desserts are all lined up there against the wall. You've got to go over there and see them. I guarantee you will raise your bid. But if you haven't had a chance, go on over there. And please be sure to fill out your cake, your dessert dash cards that are at your table. I know you're busy eating and chatting, but we need to get those cards filled out. And for those of you who are watching from home, again, thanks and hi. If you would, you can go to CC Somo. Is that right? CC Somo? CCSOMO.org to donate. So if you're at home, you can do that. And of course, make sure you fill out your dessert dash cards. Folks, if you have your dessert dash card filled out and it hasn't been collected, please raise your hand so someone can come out and get your card. Everybody get theirs filled out. Raise your hand if you need someone to come get your card. Or if you messed up, we'll give you another one. Okay, I'm calling it. Last chance to turn in your dessert dash card. If you haven't finished it, hurry up. We're going to send somebody out, or else you'll have to deal with the nuns. Uh-huh. That's right. Do not make them mad. So if you've got a dessert dash card and it hasn't been picked up, let us know real quick. We're going to tabulate. We're tabulating now. So if you didn't get it in, sorry. All righty. Everybody ready for dessert dash? Okay, good. All right, our top bidder tonight comes from table number 20. Where's table 20? I can't read from up here. All right, table 20, send your runner. Who's your runner? I don't even know where I'm looking. Where's table 20? Anybody? Anybody? Table 20. Okay, we need your runner. We need your runner. The person, come on up. Yes, come up. Shoeless. Good call, sister. Come right up here, and our wand girls are going to give you your wand, and that is your number. Table number 8, who's your runner? Table 8, there's our runner. Table number 29, where's your runner? Table 29, 29. Can I get a 29? Can I get a runner from 29? Atta girl. Unfair advantage. I'm just calling it right now. Unfair advantage. What table was she? Oh, good. 10. Table number 10. Where's your runner? Table number 10. She's ready. Sensible shoes, shorter skirt. You were ready to run. Okay. Table number 9. Who's your runner? Is that us? Okay, Bill, you're elected, our runner. You better be fast. Table number 1. Where's your runner? Table number uno. Table 1. Oh, there we go. I'm looking the wrong. Yeah. He's stripping down. More aerodynamic that way, aren't you? That's right. Table 13. Where's your runner? Table number 13. Here she comes. She was a track runner in high school. I can just tell by the way she's walking up here. Very confident, very runner-ish. I don't know what that means. Table number 5. Where's your runner? Table number 5. Table number 5, runner. Runner, please. Okay, here we go. What? Table 18. Where's your runner? Table 18. This guy's ready. No, you have to be in order of your table. Oh, were you the top table? You are in the front, yes. You're number 1. Are we in order? Okay, it's supposed to go. Okay, table 20, table 20, table 8, table 29, table 10, then table 9, then table 1, 13, 5, and 18. Is that right? Is the last one? Okay. All right, first of all, no hair pulling, no tripping, no cheating. I don't want to see anybody misbehaving like Bishop Rice did last year. Yes, we have a question. No, roller derby does not disqualify you. Good question. Because I know we've got a lot of derby gals here tonight. So, no, that does not good question. All right, so. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy, who has a cast on her foot, by the way, is telling you to run all the way around the perimeter to the cakes, because that's going to give you a little bit of a head start. Now, who's got the timer to tell everybody when to go? Is it me? Am I in charge? Oh, boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Table number 20, your runner, go. All right, now I'm giving her a 10-second head start. And go. And I'm only giving him a 5-second start, so you head on out. Go, baby, go. All right, next. All right, go. Go, Bill, go. 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 And go. Somebody's passing her on the left. And here she comes around the bend. She's stunned. She can't. One's tripping. 2 people are down. Call a medic. This is terrible. Oh, the humanity. And people are falling apart over there. It's terrible. Pushing each other down, pulling each. I'm telling you. Nobody better mess with the nun, though. You let her pick out her own pay. Yeah, the bishop had to sit out this year because he was bad last year. See, and now he's not even paying attention. Bishop Rice. Sorry to interrupt it, whatever it was. I'm sure it was prayer. You were deep in prayer. But there's a problem over here. We've got people falling down. Okay. You saw it. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen. All right. Has everybody stabbed a dessert without stabbing each other? Are we good? All right. Well, that was fun to watch. Am I right? Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations to everybody that got a dessert. Don't forget to purchase more raffle tickets because there's a lot of really good things you can win tonight. If you haven't already, you could win $5,000 here tonight by purchasing a raffle ticket. And we want to thank our Brighter Future sponsors, Heim, Young and Associates, Matt and Beth Bettinghouse, John and Beth Rydell, Bobby and Becky Bach, the Knights of Columbus, Harder House, Andy's Frozen Custard, and Ralph and Laura Graham. All right. We're getting closer to our goal. Let's go to the star board and find out where we are. Are we ready for that? Okay, we're raising the stars going up, up, up. 128,000. Nice job. Nice job. Keep up the good work. All right, tonight we are here, obviously, to show our support for Lifehouse Crisis Maternity, where homeless, pregnant women find shelter, stability, and love. And as we talked, it's also a place for those children to get a good start. So many of these kids are born behind the 8 ball. They don't even have a fair shake at it. And that's where Lifehouse comes in. Please help me welcome now the director of Lifehouse, Michelle Marsh. Michelle, come on up. We'd love to hear from you. Michelle's work is endless, and I know she's the most dedicated person I've ever met. Here she is, Michelle Marsh.
So, greetings, everyone. Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this glorious evening as we celebrate the women and children of Lifehouse. We are honored with your presence, both here and at home, and please know that I treasure each and every one of you. In this celebration, we give thanks for the inspiring and miraculous things that happen at Lifehouse, but also acknowledge what we have overcome together and the dreams within us that we call hope. Lifehouse is always full of challenges, incredibly difficult challenges, like homelessness, abuse, addiction, trauma, financial and educational insecurities, legal concerns, poor physical and mental health, high-risk pregnancies, and so much more. So all of these words and their meanings are overwhelming. let alone living their realities. But this year, we also experienced challenges like the death of a beloved staff member and a dear volunteer. But we will always hold them close. And oh yes, like everyone else in the room and across the world, and as Maura mentioned, we were joined by the fear and destruction of COVID-19. Everything that all of us experience is multiplied and magnified for the women we serve because they were already struggling. It has been especially hard on them. They know that their pregnancy and their histories make them more vulnerable to illness, but they are committed to their unborn children. And honestly, it was heartbreaking to see them come home one by one after their place of employment closed or they were let go because of reduced staffing. For many, it was their first job in years, and for some, their first job ever. Just when they were starting to feel like they were making progress, life got harder, much harder. And keep in mind that this year, over 80% of our ladies are also living under the shadow of addiction. So pause for a moment and think about everything I just said. Why would anyone believe that life could get better? And why would anyone dare to reach for the stars? Well, maybe it's because at Lifehouse, we know that God is ever present and we are humbled by the strength of the human spirit. Lifehouse is where compassion and dedication are only matched by an unwavering belief in the dignity and value of each life and the transformative power of love. Maybe it's because we are a community and are committed to the well-being of each other. Maybe it's because the eternal light of Christ burns more brightly than any star in the galaxy in our Lifehouse staff and volunteers as their trust, kindness, and selflessness overcome all adversity. And maybe it's because we have stars in our eyes and believe that all things are possible. If that is true, and it could be, especially with someone like me, then I think the stars in my eyes are a reflection of everyone and everything around me, especially at Lifehouse. I live and work in the midst of women who, despite their pain and suffering, and against all odds, have decided that their lives are a sacred gift to themselves and others. They are radiant with purpose and empowered by God's grace, and I know that their children will light our way into the future. As we celebrate the women and children of Lifehouse tonight, please remember that we are all called to make sure that everyone has the opportunity and the support that they need to reach for the stars, and that indeed all things are possible. So from now on, every time you look into the heavens and marvel at the beauty and wonder of the stars, please think of us as we continue to reach for and walk among the stars. So please join me in a brief trip through the light and love of a place that we call Lifehouse. Thank you.
In 2012, Catholic Charities was approached by the community to reach out and provide services to homeless pregnant women. Our agency knew that if we could provide those services to women who had chosen life, we could give them and their children an opportunity for a bright future.
Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home is a 24/7 transitional housing residential program for homeless pregnant women age 18 and older. In a safe and secure environment, Lifehouse residents can choose to parent or make an adoption plan. With a case manager, support staff, and loving volunteers, Lifehouse begins with a holistic approach: prenatal care, good nutrition, parenting classes, learning budgeting, getting that GED, finding a job, and lots of counseling. All things that build strong life skills and aid healthy pregnancy.
When I was 14, I was introduced to painkillers, and that just kind of started just vicious downward spiral. And by the time I was, 20, 21, I was living on the streets and just kind of became accustomed to not knowing where I was going to sleep. And then this last year, I, go, see the doctor, and it turns out I'm pregnant. And it all just, my whole universe just like shifted.
I think one of the most amazing and powerful and almost unimaginable thing that happens at Lifehouse is the fact that any of these women even try to turn things around. We have documented histories where some of the women have been given methamphetamines and other drugs at very early ages, and one lady was given her first drugs by her family at the age of 7. So we talk about people being beaten up, left in the woods to die, literally. We talk about pregnant women, notably pregnant, being kicked out of a car and left on our doorstep. And we've had ladies who've been trafficked. That's a really, really deep sadness, but also Lifehouse, again, helps them help themselves, to give them a chance to turn things around.
Well, when I first got to Lifehouse, I was scared. I was very scared. I thought, like, how am I going to be able to, like, be a mom to this child? Like, and a part of me felt like I didn't deserve it. But just being here has built, like, my confidence in being a mom and, like, knowing that I do deserve this and I do have the skills.
The Lifehouse program provides comprehensive case management and supportive services from the time of pregnancy up to 1 year following delivery. The daily schedule is designed to cultivate positive change. Each month at Lifehouse presents new opportunities like saving money. Women are required to save 70% of their income from the jobs they work. By removing a survivor mentality, these women learn to live and know the wisdom of a productive life, a happy life.
Lifehouse has been amazing for me. I've been able to get a job, I have a job, and I've been able to buy a car, and I just got my license back this week actually, so I'm really proud of that. We have to do the chores, the curfew, the mandatory dinners at 5:30, the classes. All the classes have helped me build and restructure and look at points in my life that I did not look at before. My experience here at Lifehouse has rebuilt my whole outlook in life and in parenting and in career building and in just love, absolute love, from the workers to the residents to the babies. And it's just love, and it's a gift, and it's a blessing.
I don't know where I would be without Lifehouse. I not only get to see myself transform, but I get to see other women come in just like I was, and transform as well. And it is just an amazing process to witness.
Lifehouse is more than 1 year. In fact, once residents of Lifehouse move into their own place, they become part of the aftercare program. While in aftercare, they continue to receive case management, access to the Lifehouse nurse and counselor, and other resources for 2 years or more. Aftercare is not housing assistance. It is a support system and family.
We developed it because we knew our women would face additional challenges once they were living on their own and transition into permanent housing. And we wanted to make sure we had a program in place that could support them as they continued to work on their goals.
Like I never thought in a million years that I would be like a functioning member of society who contributes. And I know that sounds totally crazy, but after being here, I know I got a shot at a normal life.
So beyond the glass door is where the ladies and the babies and the toddlers live. And so I'll hear them go down the hall, and every time I hear a mother say to her infant something like, "We're home, we are home, we're home," then I just want to thank God and everybody else that they've got a home.
I'd like to introduce you to one of the reasons why Lifehouse exists. Samantha, would you join me on stage, please? Please give Samantha a warm welcome. I'm going to have you go right over there. Samantha is a Lifehouse mom. One of the things that I really love about Lifehouse is that it's not, hey, let's talk about your bad decisions house. And it's not, wow, you really messed up house. It's Lifehouse, and it's about giving mothers and babies a good shot at life. And Samantha, I know you mentioned in the video that you were introduced to drugs at a young age. Tell me about that.
I'm struggling with this chair right now. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I'm just going to stand.
I know. Well, it's a director's chair, and if you're not a director, you can't really sit in it.
Yeah.
It's not. You stand and do whatever you feel comfortable with.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. The question is, tell me, you had mentioned that you were introduced to drugs at an early age. Tell me about that. What happened?
Well, I got my wisdom teeth removed when I was 14, and the doctor had put me on, gave me a prescription of hydrocodone to take home, and I was 14 years old, and my mom never could have foreseen a problem later on down the road, by giving me this medication, but
yeah, it was prescribed by a doctor,
right? But I was immediately hooked. I think I had a lot of isms, the alcohol isms, whatever, the characteristics way before I picked up a drink or a drug. I always felt different, out of place, and so.
Do you feel like you just had that addictive personality, or and how do you think that the initial addiction was obviously to painkillers? How did it progress?
Well, the painkillers, obviously, there was a 1 month supply, and then I seeked them out from friends at school. And then eventually, I was up to taking up to 17 to 18 Norcos a day when I was about 18 years old. And then from then on, I was actually introduced to heroin in high school. I was looking for painkillers, and this girl that I was going to buy them from said, "Well, why don't you try something different? It's cheaper, and it's called black." And I'm like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, well, it's heroin." I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, hey, if it's going to save me all this money." And so I tried that for about a week, and it just went downhill from there.
Now, were you still at home during this time?
I was still at home.
You're still living with mom and dad?
Yep. I was 17 and got introduced to shooting heroin, and I was keeping needles in my robe, my night robe at home, and my poor mom, she found these needles, she didn't know what to do. I ended up in a hospital. I tried committing suicide. It was a really, really dark time. And then when I was 18, I had to leave the house because I have a little sister, and my parents couldn't have her exposed to that. And that's when I really hit the streets and got hooked on heroin really bad. And I was a daily user. If I didn't use, I got very sick. So it was just this, like I said, it was like a cycle.
When, I always wonder, and everyone has a different reason for being homeless. There's not one reason. But I always wonder what that first night is like, what that first day of not having any belongings, not having anywhere to go that night, not knowing where to turn, and then having this monkey on your back.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like?
Well, gosh, I remember the exact moment in time when I realized I had nothing left. I was I had a car. I had all of my possessions in the trunk of my car, and I was sleeping in my back seat, you know. And that was the moment where I was like, okay, you know, like it's almost like heroin was in the car with me and we were having a conversation. I'm like, all right, it's just you and me now, bud. You know, like this is all I have. This
The
is
drug
all.
became your partner.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
All right, so let's fast forward to when you got pregnant. What was the situation like at that moment?
So, I mean, the situation, I celebrated a year sober on July 4th. So, yeah.
It's a lot to be proud of.
Thank you. And my last use was, by the grace of God, probably like 2 weeks before I got pregnant. And it was the last time. You know, when I found out I was pregnant, it was like everything just in my world, it was like a shift. It all changed. Everything changed. My only thought and concern was, I have a life growing inside me now, you know? But there was still the homelessness issue. And
did you have any idea what you were going to do?
I mean, like I had friends that would like let me sleep on the couch, but I mean, it's like they got to get their kids ready for school and I'm hacking in the bathroom, you know, morning sickness.
Right.
And I'm just like, I can't do this, you know, like I got to have somewhere safe. You
And
know?
how old were you at this time?
I'm 28 and I was 27.
Okay.
I turned 28 in November of last year. So
I want to interrupt you just for a second and say, God bless you for making the decision to quit drugs, because a lot of women can't, even when they're pregnant, even when they know that they've got another child or another life they're responsible for. So how did you find Lifehouse?
So my dad, actually my mom and my dad are watching online. Hi
Mom and
parents,
Dad.
hi family.
You should be very proud of Samantha.
My dad actually works for iHeartRadio, and he knew people in the Catholic community, and so what happened was I found out I was pregnant. I went into a faith-based program, and they had taken me off of all of my mental health medication, and I also have mental health stuff going on too. Long story short, I ended up in the psych ward, and I didn't know where I was going to go after that. That's when I talked to my dad, and he was like, there's this program in Springfield called Lifehouse, and he's like, here's the number, blah, 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 and then I talked to Lindsay, and you know, it was all uphill from there, you know.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, when you called, I'm sure you were scared, nervous. Did you feel like maybe they were going to judge you?
I had no idea what to expect. I'm like, I'm in a mental hospital. Like,
can you guys come and get me?
Yeah, like, how does this work?
Do I have to take an Uber?
Yeah.
Or get me there?
Well, I was in Joplin, and I was like, I have to get to Springfield. And God bless the people who work at Mercy Joplin, because they worked out transportation for me to come to Springfield.
I've always been a believer that God puts those people in your life at the right time when you need them, even if it's just a driver.
Yeah.
That person was there at the right time.
Yeah.
So you walk into Lifehouse, and what's it like seeing other women in the same position?
Well, honestly, I had no idea what to expect when I got to Lifehouse, but everybody was, it was like Michelle said, like being home.
Yeah.
Like it was so like welcoming. I just felt like this, like just immediately like I felt at home, you know. And having other women who have gone through similar stuff like me, it just makes the process, I don't know, I don't want to say easier because it's never easy, but I don't know, you like have people to lean on, you know, that understand what you're
Right.
going through, like exactly what you're going through.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's why people have, you know, support groups and so forth. And that's one of the things that I was so impressed with when I visited Lifehouse is the community feel. So you got through, you got your GED, you got your job.
Yeah, I actually graduated high school by some miracle.
Okay, good.
I graduated high school with my diploma. So I have a high school diploma, and I have some college education, but I dropped out of college because of being sick and not getting off drugs and stuff.
Heroin didn't want you to go back to college.
No, it did not. It did not. It just wanted me all to itself. So yeah, and lost the car that I'd been living in. You know, everything gets lost eventually. Heroin takes everything eventually.
Yeah.
You know, and eventually it would have taken my life, you know, had I not, you know, turned it around. But when Leon was born, it was like we were in the midst of quarantine.
Right.
And my mom flew out from California, and she was the only one that I was allowed to be in the room, which was fine. I'm like, I was fine with that. But, you know, it's, there was there's that distance between me and my family for so long because of my addiction.
Sure.
And it was just like, I felt like I had my family back, you know? And that's the first time I felt like that in a long time. And my mom got to cut the cord, you know? I don't know. I'm so grateful for Lifehouse.
Yeah. God is good.
Yes.
Yeah. Samantha, I know I speak for everyone in this room. We're proud of you. We're proud of turning your life around. And thank God you found Lifehouse. And we wish you all the best. Please give her another warm round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. You did great. She deserves it. Wow. What a brave individual. And Lifehouse is full of those brave individuals. And they're counting on us. They're counting on us to help them get through this tough time. And times are tougher now than they've been ever, really. So the reason we're here is to raise money for these folks and people like Samantha and all the other beautiful women that are in there and that chose life. It's an important choice, and you did the right. Your parents are so proud of you, Samantha. I know they can't tell you that from home, but I'm speaking for them. They're really proud of you. All right, I want to introduce my friend Bill Hennessy. He's one of the most energetic individuals I know, and he's the perfect person to get in your wallet. Oh, what did I do with that? I put that mic there. You want it? Okay. I don't know where you've been
Liz.
either. Stand over
this
here.
This one's good.
Okay.
Thank you. Liz, how are you? It's great to have Liz back. Isn't it this
thank
year?
you.
Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
And Springfield is blessed to have you back on the morning airwaves. This is so exciting.
Yeah.
98.7?
Yes, 98.7. And that was another thing that, you know, God wasn't finished with me in this town.
That's correct.
And giving me that job was another opportunity to share the love. So
absolutely.
Thank you.
So we'll check you out.
Oh, check me out, 98.7, the Dove.
Samantha, so happy for you. God bless you, and thank you so much for sharing your story. That's just beautiful. And this is why we're here, right, tonight. So thank you. It takes a lot of courage to step up here and to share, and you did a beautiful job. So thank you. I wanted just to take a minute. We have another set of sponsors that I'd like to recognize, Liz,
Please.
if we could. These are amazing people, by the way. Tom and Susie Barr, are you here? Where are you guys? Yeah, man, the Barrs in the house. We'd like to thank you. Dr. Brad and Christy Bohenschulte, where are you guys? Right in front of me, somewhere. And we're going to give you, oh, hey, Brad, Christy, thank you. We're going to give you guys your little wands here. Let's get that done. Tom and Joyce Samsel, are you here in the house? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Convoy of Hope. Ho! You guys do so much. Thank you. You're everywhere. This is wonderful. Mercy Springfield Communities. Ho! Yeah. Maybe we'll take it to Kim right back here at table 29, I think we are. So thank you, our beloved sponsors. You really make it happen. So with that, I think we have a new number that we'd like to show right up here on the screen.
Let's get the stars moving.
Oh, let's see what we've got. 128 moves to
160.
160,000.
That's great.
This is amazing. Do you remember the goal? Anybody remember the goal? We're going to get there.
$5 million, Bill. It's going to be a long night, so you better start writing some checks.
Bring the wine here if we could. Yeah, that's great. 250,000.
That's right.
Is a goal for tonight.
250,000.
And we're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
We are closing in. So this next segment, and I'll just jump into it if that's okay.
Please.
Is called Fund Our Mission. And we started this, I think it was last year. We did away with the auction activity, and we said, let's make a direct connection to where our money's going. And I think Samantha just showed us right here.
That's exactly right.
This is our mission.
That's who you're supporting.
This is what this is all about, you guys. So it's amazing, this mission. There's so much that goes into this. When you think about the food, the housing, the case management,
the diapers,
the diapers, everything. And it's free for these women. However, it's a ton of work, right? And you described some of that to us. And all this has a cost. And so really, that's why we're here today. I'm just kind of wondering if you know what it costs to house a woman and her baby and to provide this amazing work.
Bill, I saw the sheet earlier, but I'm going
Yep.
to say, I have no idea.
So somebody already bid this online, I think. I think that's what it said. And it's about $22,000 for 6 months.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
It's
$22,000 for
expensive
6 months.
for one person and the baby. So that's what this is Fund the Mission. This is what we're going to do tonight. You may remember that everybody has a bid paddle in front of you. And what we did last year, we said, let's think about these different levels that we could support. And we want us to really prayerfully consider who in this room could provide 6 months of care. And then we'll move through. Those who were here last year will remember how we'll move all the way through to the final level, which would be 1 day, which it starts with a day, right?
That's right. It
And
starts
that's
with
100.
that
And if I
first
do my
day.
math right, it's probably off slightly. We do some rounding here for the fun of it, but that takes us to about $120 a day.
Wow.
So let's begin. Is everybody clear what we're doing? Everybody feeling good about this? So let's pause just for a second. Grab your bids, your paddles there, and we would love to see you be willing to provide 6 months of care to the tune of $22,000. Is there anybody in the house that could do that for us tonight?
It's a lot of sacrifice, and this has been a tough year for a lot of people.
Yes.
But, God will speak to your heart if he thinks that you can do it. And so just listen to your heart. If you think you can support one of these women for 6 months, it would be such a blessing. And, these children are counting on us. If any of you think that you can take on that task, we'd really appreciate it.
And it's always nice. Of course, this is the driver, but there's 50% tax credits that are available here. And so that's an important aspect to think about, too. So the lights are bright here, but I'm looking for that hand that's going up. Anybody at that $22,000? Yes.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's great. Thank
How
you,
about
online
applause for
people.
that? 22,000. Thank you you've been so quiet, so thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Hey, can you text them back and say thanks a lot? Bill and Liz say thanks a lot.
Yeah, Bill and Liz say thank you.
Just text them back. That's wonderful.
Awesome.
God
That's
is
a great
good.
start. That's a beautiful start.
God is good.
Anybody want to join them at that $22,000 level? I hear a lot of movement here in the room. How about 3 months?
Let's try that, Bill.
The total then would be the math here.
You do that. I'm just.
I'm going to call it $11,000. Okay.
Okay.
$11,000, 3 months. And if we could get a couple in that category, man, that would be a beautiful evening.
Yes.
And it would move that 182 up.
We need to move that
Yeah,
up.
we're going. Here we go.
Get that up there.
Okay, 3 months, $11,000. Look in your heart.
Will you take it in installments,
Yes.
Bill? Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, we take it
just
up
checking.
to, 3 years, Mara?
3 years, no
Okay,
interest.
1 year, 1 year. Okay, good. $11,000? Who's got it? Bishop's itching over there. I can see it. How's the online community doing for us?
Oh, she left the building.
Oh, she did. No, she's here.
Are you still checking, Rhea? All right.
Okay.
Keep on.
I know this is a healthy ask for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. But somebody out there can do it.
And I know some of you are shy about raising your hand. So we also have the opportunity to not say a word out loud.
That's right.
And still write it down at your table. I'm going to assume that it's there.
Yeah, it is. In
Okay.
fact, all
right,
of the
that's
tables.
beautiful.
Yep.
1 month would be $3,600.
$3,600.
Okay, now we're in the sweet spot. Your
There
pedals. Ho! Paddle
That's
number.
beautiful.
Thanks,
you.
guys. Thank you, thank you. Rick, thank you, sir. The Cuba family, thank you so much. Anybody else at $3,600? 1 month. Who else at 1 month? $3,600. 1 month of care. They taught me in school to use the pause thing, let it be quiet. And
Right.
It's very difficult for me, Liz.
I know. And you know what? The key is the first person that talks loses.
Yeah.
I lose every
yeah.
time. All right. Well, listen, even if you don't make a decision tonight, go home and talk to your spouse or your family or whatever. You know, this is one of the things that my dad always taught me about when he taught us to tithe is there's always a step further you can go. You can tithe, but God always gives you that buffer to use in a special place. And this is that special place. So if you feel like you can go above and beyond your regular tithe, this would be the place to do it. There we go. Bill.
Bill Taylor. The good Dr.
Thank you.
Taylor. Thank you, sir. Rick and Bill, thanks so very much. God bless you. That was at the 11,000 level, right? I'm just joking. Okay. All right. Anybody else at the 3,600 level? Who else we got? One more. Let's do one more. This is fun. This is great. How we doing? Oh, yeah, they're doing it. Trust me. And the quiet ones are doing it, too. All right. Anybody else? 36. You know where we're going next? We're going to 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All right.
It's really important. 2 weeks, right?
It is.
Tangible. $1,800.
$1,800. That's easy.
Okay.
For me.
Great, Bishop.
Thank
That
you,
is
Bishop
beautiful.
Rice.
Bishop Rice. Thank you, thank you. Beautiful, beautiful example. Anybody else at 1,800? We're moving this thing up, aren't we?
Let's get it going.
It's going to go in a minute. 1,800, 2 weeks. Who else is
If you're at home, holler at Rhea. She'll holler at us.
Can you tell Rhea from home? Okay. We're talking to you, home people.
This is real time. Put on your pants and write a check.
Or not.
Don't put on your
but
pants.
write the check.
Just write the check.
Did you get one? Okay, 1,800. Anybody else? 1,800. Yes, right here in front. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. $1,800. That is beautiful. 2 weeks. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Well, we're going to move to 1 week.
Okay.
And the level there would be $900.
I'm sure glad you did the math.
Yeah, you're
on
welcome.
this.
I checked it before I came, too. Okay, $900 for a week. A week stay at Lifehouse. All the services are included. It's expensive.
It's an amazing gift.
Yes.
It's an amazing gift.
Thank you, thank you. My brother Mike, how you doing? Our former board chair right there in the house, Mike Cherry. Let's hear it from Mike, man. He's been a part of this for a long, long time. Thank you, sir. Okay, anybody else for 1 week?
Got another one.
Oh, thank you. This is great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? 1 week. Dawn Hennessy's going to do one for 1 week. $900, whatever my number is, okay? Write it down. Thank you, Dawn, if you're listening at home.
You can start calling all those people at home out. They can't stop you.
Who else at $900? How are we doing? 1 week, $900.
Got to move that needle.
Okay. We got one level left.
Shooting
We're
for
going
the
to have 1
stars.
day.
This is
Let's
it.
shoot
It's
for
our
the
last
stars.
shot to shoot for the stars.
We're doing it, aren't we?
Okay, Bill.
Liz, here we go.
Lay it on me.
$120. We can do it. Everybody in the
There we
house, here we go.
120,
120.
There's another.
120.
There's
Thank you. God
another.
bless you.
There we go. 120.
Thank you. 131. Huh? You're doing 500?
No.
You're amazing. 5 days? Thank you, Michelle. Do the math for her, please, someone.
We're tapped out.
Okay, this is great.
Got
Thanks,
another
Michelle.
one
Yeah,
here.
right here.
Thank you so much.
This is great.
There we go. We're moving the.
118,
Yay.
2 days. Oh, I love this. I should have really pushed that. Multiple days here. Thank you. Yeah. Who wants to do 3 days? Okay. Michelle, that was a great start there. Thank you. That was beautiful. Who else?
We've got more.
Increments. Thank you.
We've got more.
Awesome. Is that
over
Mickey
here.
Struckhoff? Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? We're at the 1 day mark here. Where?
She's being awfully shy. She's covering her face.
Oh, Lisa Bell. Thank you, Lisa Bell. You're amazing. Gosh. The proud grandparents of 4 children. How could they have 4 grandchildren?
I don't know. It seems like they're hogging them. I don't have any.
Okay. Who else at 120 for a day? Anybody else? Don't scratch or I'll get you. Anybody else? Right here in front.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Down there. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Gosh, I can't wait to see the totals here.
I know. We're racking it up. We're racking it
darn
up.
Close. Okay, anybody else? Thanks for putting up with all this conversation here. One more for 1 more day. Who's got it? Dean. Did you say Dean? Oh, you're doing your camera. I thought he was saying me.
The
Okay.
cameraman.
The cameraman.
Nice job.
Thank you, Dean. By the way, Dean Curtis is in the house, and he does such a beautiful job, right? Thank you, man. Woo! He said all this important stuff. What a man. I love it. Anybody else? Okay, going. Now I'm going to ask you just to reflect just for a minute that we do take that time to, prayerfully reflect. And if you are called, there's a wonderful card at your table that you'll be able to fill out, and we'll collect that at the end of the evening. Sound good, Liz?
That's perfect, Bill.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to total up the dollars here.
And we'll know where our star has led us to.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm excited about this.
And I think we have some more fun right now. If this has been fun, though, right? That was all fun? Yeah.
Jeez, I hope so.
Yeah. So it's now what we call raffle time.
Oh, I love raffle time.
Love raffles. Gosh, we've got some great stuff.
Yes, we do. $5,000.
Yeah.
There's a good start.
Yeah. So we got the 3 crazy $5,000. We got this beautiful Nadine Ellman. Where are you, Nadine? That is like a beautiful picture of Jesus.
Where is she?
She's right here. She's going to come up in a minute.
Oh.
But we're going to first do
Because that's gorgeous.
the Harder House and Millsap Farms package.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
So let's do it. Who's going to bring up the raffle thing for us to pick from? Somebody's got it here, right?
We can just randomly start calling out numbers, but that would be...
that wouldn't really be nice.
Nah,
So,
probably not.
So where's the bucket? Who's got the bucket? Oh, great. Perfect.
The bucket is coming.
Perfect. So I'm going to draw the first one, and then you draw the next one, right?
Okay.
Because the next one, I'm hoping I win, and that wouldn't be fair. Yeah. Okay, great. Are they all in here, or do I get a different bucket each time? Different bucket each time. This is beautiful. Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Okay, so here's a raffle ticket. Do you want to read that? This is exciting.
Charles Hornback.
Charlie! Is Charles here?
Charles is coming forward.
This is great.
Now, I assume Charles will have a barbecue.
Oh, and we're all invited,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's how
gonna
this
be
prize
fun.
works.
Is Charles here?
And
He
you
left.
don't have to be present to win.
Oh, darn it. I was going to say, man.
I know. Charlie doesn't even know he lost, huh?
Don't tell him.
No tell.
I guess we're on film.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shoot.
All right. So this next one, yes, this is the picture of Jesus, and it's called "Follow Me." I think it might be from the show The Chosen, correct? just a great, I would put in a plug for that. It's unbelievable. So Nadine, do you want to come up and hang out with us for a moment? This is such a beautiful, beautiful piece of art. So we're going to stir these around, and I'm going to ask you, Liz,
Yes.
Miss Liz, to pull this out, and then we're going to close my eyes, because I bought a bunch of these, trust me.
I just picked one,
Yep.
but I'm going to let you read it.
can
I
read
also
it.
want to know, before you read that name, Nadine,
Yeah.
this is such a beautiful portrayal of our Savior and Lord. What was the inspiration? I mean, why did you decide that he needed a really nice smile?
Well, from watching the movie or the series from The Chosen, I took some pictures and I kind of collaborated, and he just is personalized and humanized in that movie. And a sense of humor, it just warms your heart.
Well, so does the portrait.
Yes.
So do you want to tell our winner who they are?
Charlie and Diane Hackman.
Charlie and Diane, are you still here?
Are they here?
Are you here?
They'll have to come and get it.
They'll have to come get it.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
Nadine, thank you.
Let's hear for Nadine.
What
Yeah.
wonderful
That was so
talent.
beautiful. Thank you. That is so great.
It's beautiful, and
Oh.
and it's exactly what you want Jesus to look like when you get to the pearly gates. Don't you?
Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
come on in.
That's where we're going.
They're going to stop me at the
Okay,
gate.
we
We
got-
need to talk about a few things.
Then they say, "Oh, but all those years
I
that
know,
you
I
helped
did
out."
the Catholic
you're-
Charities thing.
I think you're golden. I really do.
I hope so.
Okay. This is for $5,000. Holy moly! Who wants $5,000?
Well, I do.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is a good one. A lot of people went for this one. Bill. Oh, this is great.
Suzanne Cronkite.
Our Director of Development for the school, Catholic schools. Are you here, Suzanne?
Suzanne?
Nobody's here. Should we let these people get these things they won, or should we do something?
I tell you what, I'll take the $5,000 and just hold it for her, for Suzanne.
Yes, I
She
would.
didn't leave my number, but I'm sure she'll contact me.
Sure. No, she's watching online. Thank you, Suzanne. Congratulations. I'm out of your way now. Thank you.
Bill,
Great to
thank
be with
you.
you.
Bill
Awesome.
Hennessy, everybody. So you're going to tell them what they won, right? Okay. Let's see. We're getting close to the end. I want to thank everybody again for being here. And again, the love in this room is overwhelming. And I'm so proud to be a part of it. Thank you again for inviting me. And I want to welcome back up Bishop Rice for our closing prayer.
A word of thanks to everyone for their support this evening. As it's been mentioned so many times, these are, challenging months that we've been going through, but the generosity that we ever show is nothing compared to the generosity that the Lord returns to us in return. So the Lord is never outdone in generosity. With that in mind, let us pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he turn his face towards you and be gracious to you. May the Lord look upon you with kindness and grant you his peace, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Liz, thank you very much for your time here with us, and everybody have a safe travel home. Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you again. Oh, we've got a total. You want to do the honors and raise your arm for the total? Wow! Very good. I think you did your job. Very good. And again, let me just remind you, you can go to ccsomo.org and donate there. And again, talk amongst yourselves. If you feel like you want to make a pledge, there's an envelope on your tables. Okay, so everybody be safe, stay COVID-free, and be good to one another. Bye.
On behalf of everyone at Heim Young & Associates, thank you for joining us in supporting the Lifehouse Crisis Maternity Home.
Please give generously to an organization that does so much for vulnerable mothers and their babies in our community.
What you need, run the game, we ain't never leave. Counting up this money, we ain't never sleep. You got feet, 12, I got 12 feet. Got bottles, got. I'm all the way. Shout what you want, I got what you need. Shout what you want, I got what you need. Shout what you want, I got what you need. I'm all the way up. 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 All the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. For my to Bentley coupes and Rolexes. Kicked the out the room and gave her no breakfast. Had to stash the jewels. These is so reckless. Keep my on cruise. I'm talking no nothing. Town showing off for new things. Couldn't take it off, so I gave her chain. She called me top shotter. Yeah, I keep a few things. Champion sound. Yeah, I got a few rings, and I'm all the way up. All the way up. And you can stay up. And you can stay up. And if you